Thank you, Mayor Jackson, County Executive Fitzgerald, and ODOT Deputy Director Myron Pakish for co-hosting today's first-of-its-kind forum on economic inclusion. I wish I could join all of you today in this critical debate, but I'm in Washington fighting on an equally critical and related debate. The budget debate reflects many things: where to spend, where to cut, what's needed to create jobs and strengthen our economy. It can reveal politics at its worst in priorities inconsistent with basic fairness and equality. But the debate can also be about the type of nation we want to be, the values, the investments that create economic opportunity for everyone. It should be a debate about our nation's economic competitiveness, how we strengthen it to create prosperity for all Americans. Shared sacrifice should mean shared prosperity. That's why your work's so important, why today's forum is part of this larger debate about jobs and the economy. As public officials, whether federal or state or local, we're governed by a sacred trust. There's a question of management, bringing the best and the brightest into public service reflective of our communities. Just a few days ago, I was proud to swear in Benita Pearson as the first African-American woman federal judge in Ohio history. I've been grateful to work with members of the legal and law enforcement communities to help make Kathy Jones the first female U.S. Marshal in Ohio's history, and Carter Stewart the first African-American U.S. Attorney for the Southern District. But as public servants, we must also answer the question of how to leverage public-private partnerships to increase economic opportunity. In strengthening our transportation infrastructure, we invest public funds to safeguard the public safety. We've seen historic investment in transportation infrastructure, strengthening freight lines, reducing bottlenecks, improving water, sewer, and broadband systems. These investments create jobs, they move commerce, they secure our neighborhoods. They also create new opportunities for our children. These investments are key to President Obama's goal for America to outcompete, out-educate, outbuild the rest of the world. But they should also increase access to economic opportunity for minority communities. That's the framework of today's forum. We know the challenge. There will be billions of dollars, both federal and state, in transportation investments in the coming years in Northeast Ohio. Yet there continue to be institutional barriers to accessing those funds, stifling upward mobility for minority-owned businesses and contractors and suppliers all over our state. The question for us today is, how can we build upon existing collaborative efforts among federal, state, and local agencies to change that? For the last 2 years, my office has convened more than a dozen small business and export seminars to connect small businesses with resources through the SBA, the Commerce Department, and other government agencies. What best practices are available to improve on efforts like these to increase opportunities for small and historically disadvantaged firms? Looking ahead, what does an economic inclusion agenda look like for the region? What would cross-governmental collaboration look like, and what institutional barriers need to be overcome? Transportation and infrastructure projects can bolster the region and the state's economic inclusion efforts. I look forward to working with all of you to make sure that happens. I've asked John Ryan, my state director, Jesse Gannon, who handles economic development issues for me, and Meredith Turner, who handles minority outreach, to brief me on the findings of today's forum. Thank you again for your support and commitment to Northeast Ohio. Thank you for ensuring that job creation means opportunity for everyone, for women, for minorities, for everyone in our great state. Thank you.